There's a slight delay as the ring bell is still inside a box. You can't begin. Okay, that was lousy. Here at BMFX Wrestling in Lafayette, Indiana, the opening match is Austin Atlas against Becky Idol, as you heard through the introductions. This show is a fundraiser for a community organization that is a rescue shelter for dogs, and whenever there's wrestling and dogs in the mix, I'm there. Becky and Aaron just had the match opened up with some slick running of the ropes and somersaults, and this time Becky just planted Aaron down on the mat face first. So all that finesse is gone, and now she's just kicking him in the chest. And now in the side of the head. That thud was the result of a big clothesline from Atlas onto Becky Idol, but he only got a 2 count. The room is a little bit quiet, and it's been easy to hear the smacks of these two as they give each other clotheslines and knife-edge chops. That stuff is very audible when the crowd is subdued. I almost prefer it. Becky Idol hit a nice sunset flip powerbomb out of the corner. Followed up with another high-impact move and got a couple of 2 counts out of it. Maybe 2.5 counts. No pinfall yet. That was Becky Idol's back being reintroduced to the mat. Both of them are being counted by the ref right now. Sounds better now that it's out of the box. Becky Idol gets the victory, finishing things out with a bulldog, springboard bulldog off the second rope, where she jumped up with both feet on the second rope, springboarded out right into a bulldog. Atlas is still a little woozy, but there's a gentlemanly and, I guess, ladylike handshake after the match. Here comes Excalibur to the ring. I haven't seen him for a while. I can't tell if he's angry or just intense. Based on the reaction of the ring announcer, Excalibur is angry, not just intense.
Our third challenger in this match.
Well, the second challenger is Jamie Crisis. He came out with his head of lettuce. I guess it's a thing, I don't know. I'll tell you in a minute. Jared Kripke's skateboard is out to get him. He made 2 attempts to ride on it around the ring, and both times he got stuck on something on the floor. Excalibur's daughter came out and gave Kripke a high five. That might make dinner conversation a little awkward. Crisis and Jared Kripke both put up L for Lafayette. So it might be 2 against 1 instead of a 3-way. Yeah, I don't know the origin of Jamie Crisis bringing a head of lettuce to the ring, but fair is fair. I mean, Al Snow had head, so Jamie Crisis has head of lettuce, representing a healthy diet and lifestyle, I'm sure.
You know what? How about a triple lockup? You got it? All of us? Let's go. Come on, get it on this.
Crisis and Kripke trying to lure Excalibur into a triple lockup in the ring, but he bailed. There's a gut-wrench suplex by Kripke onto Jamie Crisis. Excalibur just ran into the ring trying to ambush Kripke, but Kripke was onto him and he lowered the top rope. Excalibur went flying out, so he's out of the ring again. That was Jared Kripke's chest caving in. Finally, Crisis was trying to put Kripke away. Excalibur jumped into the ring to break up the pinfall, and now he's disposed of Crisis, and now Excalibur is in the ring with Jared Kripke. Jamie Crisis was just minding his own business, standing there at ringside, and Jared Kripke did a baseball slide through the lower rope, kicked him right in the midsection, and then jumped back in and dropped Excalibur's head onto the mat. Now Kripke's up on a turnbuckle, came off with a leg drop and missed. And then Excalibur just kicked that leg out from under Kripke again. Kripke may be losing his base at this point. Crisis tried to come back in the ring, and Excalibur clobbered him. So it's still Excalibur and Kripke in the ring. Excalibur has the upper hand. Nice running power bomb. And at the 2 count, Jamie Crisis jumps back into the ring to break that up. I don't know that anybody's actually kicked out of a pinfall attempt yet, because every time there's been one, the other person has jumped in to break it up. Kripke just gave Jamie Crisis a backstabber and then a leg drop onto Excalibur. Crisis is laying there on the side of the apron. Kripke has Excalibur in a Boston Crab. Excalibur used some leg strength to kick out of it, but then Kripke just dropped an elbow on the back of his neck. One more time for the Boston Crab. Crisis is still out, and that leg strength of Excalibur works out again because he flung Kripke into the second rope. Crisis is... There you go. That scream from the crowd was because Jamie Crisis just clobbered Excalibur in the head with his head of lettuce. Kripke knocked Crisis away. hit his version of Twisted Bliss onto Excalibur and gets the 3 count. So the best reaction to anything in that match came from the gentleman in the security shirt standing to my left. When Crisis hit Excalibur with the head of lettuce, the gentleman in the security shirt threw his hands up and shook his head because he knew he'd have to clean that up. During the aftermath of the match, Nate Matthews has come out, kicked out Kripke's left leg from underneath him, and is now twisting him over into a sharpshooter. These two have been going at each other for the last couple of events after each other's matches. They're going to have to come to a head sometime. Well, this is an unscheduled lettuce mission. They finally found a broom, slowly getting the mess cleaned out of the ring. I think it's only fair if Jamie Crisis is going to bring the head of lettuce out. He should come back out and help sweep it up, you know? Or maybe that should be a stipulation for all of his matches. The loser cleans up the lettuce. Because as we just saw, just because he hits somebody in the head with it doesn't mean he's going to win the match.
Scheduled for 1 fall with a 20-minute time limit. Coming to the ring this time.
Brian Roberts is teasing who he might bring out as his mystery partner. Currently, it's Jeremy Hadley and Luis Rojas standing against Brian Roberts.
Not only was she a superstar jammer for the Lafayette Brawl Dolls, who, by the way, came 2 points shy of scoring the world record number of points in the single champ. It's about to become a reality. It is about to become a reality. Top of all those matches, she is also a charter. It's going to run some around you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to prove that dynamite comes in small packages. I introduce you, January.
I'm just laying this out on the table. Look, as everyone knows, a couple days ago we put in an executive order that when we win this match, all of you
So Brian Smith has introduced his protege, Jean Marie, as his partner for this match. The two of them have cleared the ring of a Rojas and a Hadley. Jeremy Hadley gets to act as the beast, Brian Roberts' punching bag for a couple of minutes, and then he stumbles into his own corner to tag in his partner, Luis Rojas, who's just met with a big clothesline. Hadley and Rojas have used their skill at distraction and sneak attacks from behind to take control of this match. So they've been tagging in and out, handling Brian Roberts for several minutes now. No real chance yet for Roberts to tag in his partner, but I'm not sure how effective that would be anyway. More distraction of the ref by Jeremy Hadley, so Luis Rojas can do some illegal raking of the eyes on the top turnbuckle. Brian Roberts. And a big bulldog onto Roberts by Hadley. He's close to his corner. Jean Marie's trying to reach out to tag him, but she can't get to him. Hadley wants him to tag. There we go. And right as she makes the tag, Luis Rojas runs around the outside of the ring to grab her leg so she can't get in the ring. Jean Marie tagged herself in. She greeted Luis Rojas with a kick to the gut and a knee lift. Now an elbow on Jeremy Hadley, and then she just lays into him with a whole bunch of strikes. Hadley and Rojas are both being counted out at the moment. And while Jeremy Hadley had Brian Roberts tied up, Luis Rojas snuck up behind Jean Marie, rolled her up, got the pinfall with the assist of the ropes even. That was pretty cheap. They've just slid down my ballot.
I was the owner of BMFX Wrestling
right, this next match is Nate Matthews, undefeated in BMFX, much like Jared Kripke, which is probably why they're having a competition outside of the matches, versus Braden Lee. Now, there's a lot of chaos at the end of that last match, lots of noise, lots of chaos, so I didn't try to describe what was going on at the time, but ring announcer Mr. Fernandez revealed that he still has a stake in ownership of BMFX and, in fact, still has his referee's license, so he stepped in, restarted the match, immediately delivered a kick to Jeremy Hadley, which allowed Jen Marie and the Beast to get a 3 count and win that match after all. This match is starting off a little bit more sedately. Some lockups, some tumbling, staring at each other. Now posing by Nate Matthews. Now an offer from Matthews of a test of strength. You know, the hand in the air, the wiggly fingers. Now both hands. Matthews bends Lee over backwards down to the mat, but Braden Lee stops his descent with his own head, changes it up. He bends Matthews backwards. He lands on his own head, and then they both push back up. Braden Lee just tricked Nate Matthews into attempting a standing moonsault. When he did, Lee immediately rolled out of the way, and so Matthews just went splat right on his face and chest. No pinfall, though. Now Lee's going up 1 turnbuckle, 2 turnbuckles, 3 up into the top corner, but Matthews rolls out of the ring. And then Matthews kicks at Lee's knee on the apron of the ring, and Lee tumbles out onto the floor. This match has been going back and forth with power moves and slams and chasing each other into corners for strikes. Matthews just hit Lee with a big suplex right up and over like a clock in the middle of the ring. He wasn't able to put him away, though. But in the meantime, after lots of strikes and kicks to the legs, Lee's base is not as strong as it was, and he's clutching at that left leg a lot. So he's lost some of his strength. Sure. Braden Lee is still relying on real high impact moves, and every time he does one, he lands on that leg. It just makes it even worse. He just pulled off a standing shooting star press on the Matthews, but now he may be regretting that, because he landed hard on his own legs too. He's going to try to climb to the top turnbuckle, but he's still clutching that knee. Uh-oh, Matthews is serious. The straps have come down. He took a few seconds to pose to the crowd, which gave Lee a chance to recover a little bit. He's trying to flip Lee over into a sharpshooter. Lee is resisting it, but again, his leg strength has got to be almost gone. I don't know what to call what he just did, but Braden Lee just flipped Matthews up into almost a cradle pile driver kind of descent, dropping Matthews on his head and shoulders. Matthews is hanging on to that undefeated streak, and he managed to kick out. When all your finesse and power moves and flipping fail, a good strategy is just punch your opponent in the face. Nate Matthews has done that a couple of times. Hasn't paid off totally. Lee and Matthews just collided with a Spanish fly in the middle of the ring. It was pretty impressive. Although I still quite haven't figured out in that move who gets the worst of it. There's a massive power bomb by Matthews onto Lee. These guys have been working hard. This room is not air conditioned. So it looked like the ref had called 3, but there was a noticeable hesitation in between the first two and the third one, as if he had started his count over. So the folks on the ring bell went to ring it, but the ref waved it off right away. A couple of 2 counts since then. The ref is holding his right shoulder like he's hurt himself. Matthews got Lee in a Boston Crab, and Lee is tapped out. That was quite a match. Let's see if Jared Kripke has something to say about this. And that's the end of the first half here at BMFX Wrestling. I do have to say that was a great match, and I've been here 3 times now. Now the second half of tonight's show hasn't come up yet, but if I did have to name the best match on each show I've been to, there's a good chance Nate Matthews was involved.
You are listening to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana.
Definitely a tag team. The other 2 are Joey Owens and Dex Royal. One, well, I'm not going to call them old. Let's just call them experienced gentlemen with a young woman who just went up and over the top rope. So that's an interesting mix. So I'm guessing that Joey Owens represents the brawn, and Dex Royal is going to represent the grace in this team. We'll see if they mesh together. But now it's settled to a regular tag team match with 1 guy in each corner, 2 gentlemen in the ring. So you might think that when one tag team comes out in bright white trunks with red boots and red art up and down their legs, you know, a nice matching set, versus another team that comes out dressed all in black. One guy has black gloves. He's like the henchman. The other one is carrying a chair, and the first thing he does is slam it into the mat when he gets out here. You'd probably guess that the crowd would like the people in the bright white outfits, but that isn't the case. The crowd is behind Joey Owens and Dex Royal. That's Joey Owens leading a clap for the crowd. So this is an interesting role reversal here. Listen to this. That was Joey Owens pulling down the Tower of Doom. Dex Royal way up on top. Both members of the other team in the middle, and he threw them all down off of that top rope. All four men are down in the ring right now. The henchman in black leading the cutting to try to get his team on his feet. Everybody's kind of getting to their feet at the same time. All four of them are back up. I think this is when one says that the ref has lost control of the match. Since all four are in the ring and there's no attempt to clear them back out.
Get up there!
Dex Royal going up to the top rope for a assisted body slam kind of thing. Against TJ Kemp. TJ Kemp demands that the ref check Dale Patricks for his secret weapons first. Dale Patricks is wearing some kind of baggy ring tights. Not even tights, they're ring pants. That are loose and floppy, and if he had little curly cues on the tips of his boots, he would look like the Iron Sheik. Dale Patricks was stalking TJ Kemp around the outside of the ring. Right at the last second, Kemp stepped aside and flung Patricks into a ring post. So now both men are outside the ring. The ref's counting. Kemp just slammed Patrick's head into the ring apron. And again. Had been getting the worst of it for a while, but now after some encouragement from the crowd and exchanging of fists, he's on his feet, Kemp's on the ground. Patrick's reached into his trunks and pulled out some chapstick. Got himself all slicked up. Right on TJ Kemp. which disgusted TJ Kemp, but in the meantime, Kemp pulled the referee in the way, and Patrick's just clobbered the ref with a body slam on the table. Patrick's is checking on the ref with his back to the ring. And that's kind of a lack of ring awareness right there. Kemp's coming in and with the chair. All that did was wake up Patrick Stowe. If you're going to hit him with a chair, you got to hit him harder, apparently. Kemp is now realizing his mistake. Now they're fighting over the chair. The ref is slowly getting to his feet. Now Patrick's has the chair. Guess what happens now? The ref thinks that Patrick's brought the chair into the ring, and he calls for the bell. Penultimate match on the show. I think that's the right word. Penultimate is the second to last, right? We have Thunder Kitty LaFleur versus Kayla Cassidy, the battle of generations. Kind of the Rockettes style versus the glitzy, flashy Kayla. Kayla was setting a good example, going around saying hi to all the young girls in the crowd on her way in and doing elbow bumps with them instead of shaking hands and slapping palms. Good for her. The Thunder Kitty is yapping something, but I don't know what it is. Looks like Thunder Kitty is about to try for a figure four. Well, it's a standing figure four with an assist from the rope that the ref hasn't picked up on yet. Well, now he's getting a clue. Oh, no, he's not. The crowd's trying to draw his attention to it, but no such luck. Cassidy kicked herself out of the way, but then just got chopped in a slingshot into the ropes. She reverses it. Now Thunder Kitty's got her in a claw, maybe? But Cassidy just kicked Thunder Kitty in the side of the head. And then follows it up with a combination of one backwards helicopter kick and then a spin around and kicked her from the front. Now they're both down. Thunder Kitty got a pinfall with a backslide, but she had her foot on the ropes. Getting some extra leverage. Where's ring announcer Mr. Fernandez to restart this match? Before I forget, it was just announced the next show here is October 3rd. BMFX Wrestling's next show, October 3rd, here at the Wea Community Center.
He's dirty, he's despicable, and he's a
main event features heated shenanigans. Scotty Storm and Cage Stevens against Damian Black and Vinny Vichetti. This has been brewing for a few shows here. This business between Storm and Stevens versus Damian Black. Damian Black doesn't look particularly pleased that Vinny Vichetti is his partner, so I don't know how this happens, but there you go. The tag team of Heated Shenanigans comes for the name of the podcast that these two guys have when they are not in the ring. So definitely go search on the Heated Shenanigans podcast for your weekly or monthly or however often it is wrestling chat. And the ref just found a chain when he was checking Damian Black. Every once in a while, the whole business of checking into boots and waistbands pays off. Damian Black and Cage Stevens set to square off first. Damian Black is being very dismissive of Cage Stevens in the ring to start with, and he may be regretting it now because now Cage Stevens has been yanking Black's arm out of its socket. He has tried to drop kick him out of the ring, and now Stevens tags in his partner, Scotty Storm. Storm is a much better matchup for Damian by size. Storm is doing a twisting arm lock. I don't know how far that's going to get you against Damian Black there. Storm left Black on the mat. Went up with a second turbo to come off with an elbow. Not enough. Scotty Storm was knife chopping the heck out of Vinny Vichetti in the corner until the ref counted him away. So Storm turned around to show the ref that he was stopping. Vichetti hit him from behind, and now Vichetti's tagging in Damian Black with Scotty Storm in their corner. And now Black is just giving kidney punches to Storm in the corner. Damian Black just tagged in his partner, Vinny Vichetti. Well, Black was in the ring, and Vichetti was actually closer to the other ring corner than his own, so the whole idea of a tag rope has gone away here. Actually, as I look around, I don't see any tag ropes in the corner, so what the heck? I guess it works. Vichetti just tagged Black back in. I don't know if Black was ready for that because he's still a little bit staggered, but he's ready to attack Scotty Storm. And with a full Nelson butt drop slam. That's got to rattle your spine. Just giving Vichetti a slam in the middle of the ring. He's trying to get to his corner. He did, but the ref was distracted by Damian Black, so the ref didn't see the tag. And now the ref is chasing Cage Stevens out of the ring, not having seen the tag. But in the meantime, Black and Vichetti have switched places. Put Storm down on the map with a a spinning neck break. Only a 2 count. After quite a while, 2 fresh people in the ring, Vinny Vachetti and Cade Stevens. Stevens drops Vachetti, and now he goes up to the second rope for the frog splash. But Vachetti kicks out at 2. Scotty Storm does not look ready for a tag back in, but he takes one anyway. And goes for a splash into the corner and misses. So now he's stuck in the turnbuckle. Was trying to get Vachetti off of Scotty Storm in the corner, and Vachetti shoved the ref down. So the ref is out, not in a position to call for a DQ. So now Vinny and Damien have Scotty Storm in the ring, lining up with Vachetti's cane. And he accidentally hits Damien Black with it. Vachetti. The ref is out, but being good sports. Storm and Stevens tag anyway, even though it doesn't matter right now. Combination super kick and bulldog into the mat. The ref's awake. And a very slow And that's a wrap from the WEA, or Wea, I don't know yet, Community Center in Lafayette, Indiana. The end of the BMFX Wrestling show. These delayed audio coverage events are coming out every once in a while as I get the opportunity to do them. The wrestling companies around are slowly firing back up. This weekend there was actually 3 of them at the same date and time, roughly, so I could only cover one of them. But as I get opportunity to go out and do more, I will certainly bring the action back to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP in Valparaiso, Indiana at 103.1 FM and WVLP.org and the TuneIn Radio app. And you can also check out the NWIWRAP YouTube channel, NWIWRAP, for previous versions of the program with delayed audio coverage of older events from all over the region. Thanks for hanging out and listening. I'll catch you next time.